Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, grasshoppers. It is time for our morning. It also looks like I need to close my office door. Whoops, that's what was back here. I was like, something is behind me. All right, Charles. Let's see. We're going to play some non-theory just to get it going. And we're going to turn down the volume just a little bit to 69. There we go. And now, the moment of truth. Ah, yes, playing the French. Playing the French. Should I? Let's just see what we can get. We're going to threaten, yes? We're hoping to threaten, yes. Really? Yeah, it could be down a pawn. We could be down a pawn. This is how Charles is +1 against me, because I carelessly pay attention to stuff when I shouldn't. What in the world? Takes. Just a tickle. Oh, yes. There is that. How am I doing? I'm -2 versus Charles. As well I should be. He is a very strong young man. I'm not paying attention when I'm playing. We should play a match. A real match, perhaps. Whenever your e5 pawn is not attacked, you should counterattack on the other square. Let's see what we get out of this mix. We get a very simple, tactic. We set him up. Oh, interesting. Interesting indeed. Trying to get somewhere with this mess. Appropriately enough. Can we get there from here? Wow. He had his chance, didn't he? He did. He did have his chance. He had his chance to get his piece back. Bishop takes d7. Knight takes d7. Rook takes e7. Might have been up a pawn or two. Dun 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 dun. So, how now, brown cow? Let's just check. Let's just take with one. Just one brief moment in time. First things first. Oh no. Is this true? That's a bummer. All right, now we've escaped. Ariel Zamora did have me for quite a while, by the way. It was craziness, I have to admit. He, cleaned my clock, about 8 games in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a draw. 5, 6. I got a win. 7, 8. He had an incredible stretch here. In this particular lineup, right? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only won 8 out of the last 20, maybe 9 out of the last 20 games. If this is the same one, so let's see if that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. So according to this, he has 9.5. I believe this is 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So today I might have leveled the score, but I believe he also had a win right before this game. There's no doubt in my mind that he had a win before that game. I actually thought about studying one particular player, not for their strengths, but for the types of mistakes they make. I need a quintessential player of a certain number. Like Paul 184, Shreedeep, good morning. How are you? By the way, Shreedeep, if you are on YouTube, I will get your text-to-speech much faster. By the way, if you are subscribed and or commenting, so you could have YouTube up in the background, and I will definitely get your subscribed better than not getting it on. Yes, this morning I am a two-fisted coffee drinker because I'm ready to go take my grandson to make sure that my phone is charging. Everything was 15%. It is not charging. Put this around here properly. That's really not cool. 15% for the phone. My watch is charging downstairs. It's at 56%. The phone, 15, 56. The earbuds, Samsung earbuds. All right. So we've done a little bit of everything. I'm still on the E4 repertoire at the moment. We do need to decide what we are going to be doing. Okay, so the next thing up is the Caro. obviously. I need to do some work on the car. Let's just continue. With the car, let's see if he plays the Nimzovich Bronstein. No, he doesn't. The Bronstein Larson Nimzovich variation. Is he thinking about playing knight to d7? That would be a cool move. Knight to d7 in this position. Knight to f6 I've seen played. In fact, I think I played knight f6 in this position. But we're going to play very mainline now. Just because... Okay, maybe I'm not going to play my mainline. Maybe I'm not. Only because my opponent did not play e6. Mainly because my opponent did not play e6. Good morning, Richie. I don't know if AI prefers Ricky, but I prefer Richie. So do I castle or should I just start pressurizing? I think I'm allowed to start pressurizing now.
Said. Me too.
You prefer Ricky? Interesting.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
No, okay, Richie.
No,
good. No. Hey, Richie, you're so fine does not work as well. Now, can I bother him the way I want to? Bother him? Let's do it. Let's see if we can swipe a pawn out of this deal. I feel like we can swipe a pawn or two out of this deal. This is 3 pawns for the piece, by the way. And now for something completely indifferent. I can take another one.
Yellow.
Said. Okay, I'm on YouTube as well now.
Nice, Street Ape, yes.
Said. Been trying to write some comedy sketches, been using it as a creative outlet to try and cure my anxiety and depression. Wow, old, you like to hear one of the ideas?
Can I play it that way or do I need to play it this way? Aye, absolutely. There is a Seinfeld, thingamajiggy. Let's just play it this way. Just because I can take another one. So now... we took another pawn. We have 4 pawns for the piece at the moment. Uh-oh. And this could be the trouble that I do not want. At all. I don't want to be down 2 pizzas. That much is true. Can I do it that way? Or do I need to do it this way? I guess I have to go this way. I have no choice in the matter.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. A man is having dinner in a somber conversation with his wife. They speak in monotone inflections. He mentions that he found out that many store-bought mushrooms contain monomethylhydrazine, which is a chemical used for rocket fuel. You later see the wife knock on the bathroom door, where you hear some fart sounds. You see shortly after the man shoot out of the top of the house like a rocket, accompanied by diarrhea sounds. Master Chess Dojo.
That is funny. I will give you that much.
Said. What do you think?
Very funny. Can I play it this way? I don't know. I do not know if I should play it this way. But we're trying. I'm still standing. So let's see. Here, there, and yonder, huh?
Arsenal
Trying to
fan
guard
Ricky.
everything.
Said. I got some other ideas too, some a little too long to comment on here, just need to figure out how and where to pitch the ideas to. Apparently you need a packed registration to even get listened to by commissioning bodies. Annoying.
What? Is that true? That's craziness. So in order to become a comedian or a comedy writer
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said.
in England, it sounds like an English rule. This sounds like an English rule. I mean, I know the English rule. Let's take the only other open file that we have here. And we will set up another fork, hopefully. Yeah, now that I've got my other piece in the game, I don't blame him. Who drew with him? Alexander. Slewed him down just a little bit. Slewed him down. Is it going to be over 2,200? I believe I've been over 2,200. I have to look at this for a moment. Let's see if I click. Can I click on any one of my ratings? No, I have to do this. Why do I have Canada now? I should have India. That is my next destination. I thought Canada would be my next destination, but Tapas New
Arsenal fan Ricky.
has invited me to Mumbai.
Yeah, I tried an agency a couple of days ago who told me to submit to them, but usually it takes 3 months for a response. LOL. I'll try and use AI to help write a script format for 1 or 2 ideas and await feedback. I was hoping to mix a bit of satire with some absurdism, maybe pitch it as comedy for the other disillusioned people.
Have you watched The
Arsenal
Offer
fan Ricky.
on Paramount?
Said. Mumbai nice. Did you say that was for a tournament or a vacation?
Mumbai for a tournament. Although I've been warned by other chess players, Grandmaster John Fedorowicz and John Tisdall have warned me that it may or may not be the most or best location. Interestingly enough. Let's just get going here with D5. We're way overdue. Interesting.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. In what regard, for venue conditions or food hygiene or something?
I don't know. I should quiz them some more. I should absolutely quiz them more on this particular front. But in general, I have a feeling it was for a little bit of everything. What are you going to do? Ruin my pawn structure? All right, well, I'll go back. I'll go back. Because I do want the f4 square. Really? I am trying. Maybe I should have played knight to d4 to go for the bishop pair.
Said. I know that as an Englishman we're not particularly popular in that part of the world.
Yeah, no kidding. This one might be the line I am looking for. Unlike yeah, I think we're officially driving the queen off of the line. Alekhine Alexander usually gets the better of me, but I think I've forgotten how good he is. So it helps.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. Well, there's no smoke without fire. Usually people don't say things like that without validity, particularly when it's a consensus from multiple people, but yeah, a little context on reasons is probably handy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Another family that I'm teaching who is of Indian descent is going to talk to me and tells me that it's going to be an amazing trip. I'm staying with people, in theory, but I don't know that I can manage it with my daughter's situation. If anyone does not know my daughter's situation who has not been in the Discord, I will probably recap it for you shortly, but in general, I prefer not to talk about it. You're watching the live on Twitch. Yes. What happened there? Oh yes, the line. You have to play e6 and bishop d6 very quickly, by the way. Nimzovich, chess. Play e6, and bishop d6 and take any knight that goes to f4. This is what we learned from Botvinnik in that line. Botvinnik shut that down against Tal.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's nothing too terrible. Of course, family always comes first.
Ah, yes. Well, I did post in the Discord, but for those who have not been in the Discord, I'm going to recap it very quickly here. She had an encounter with a subway train in Manhattan and lost a foot. Fortunately, nothing more. Just above the calf. So therefore, the subway train won the skirmish, and she is home awaiting some healing and some fitting for a prosthetic. And aside from that, it's taken its toll on us. Everyone, in fact. And we now have a mental health cat named Jessie, the newest member of the family. I will try to post pictures of Jessie at some point. I can probably do that on the Discord. Keep everyone updated as to our situation. But yeah, it's going to take anywhere from a month to 6 weeks to be fitted for a prosthetic, unfortunately. Do I want to widen this up a little bit? Too wide, too short, too tall, too small? I like to see the stats at the bottom. It's really deep. What do we want to see here? Let's play the French. I have not yet played the French. I played E5 twice. I played the Sicilian once, I believe. Or did I? I don't know how many blacks I've had. We just have to be consistent, everyone. So now, do we want to play the winnower or the traditional method? We're going to go with the traditional method. Let's see if they play my favorite line against me. They do. The line that I recommend against this variation. I should do an opening recommendations. TikTok. So if you're not following me on the socials, I am doing TikTok at the same name. And I do plan on...
Said. That's terrible, but at least she has a great bloke for a father to support her.
Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. Let's keep up the pressure on the knight, just in case. Keep up the pressure on the knight, just in case. Keep up the pressure on the knight, just in case. Keep up the pressure on the knight, just in case. That's interesting. What happens on this move? Do I want to take that? Or do I want to keep up the pressure? Let's keep up the pressure. Just in case we get what we want. Keep up the pressure, just in case we get what we want. Keep up the pressure, just in case we get what we want. Sorry for the singing, that was absolutely horrible.
Arsenal fan Ricky
said. Am I crazy for not finding Seinfeld particularly gut-bustingly funny? By the way, I find it makes me smile a lot, but I don't ever really laugh uncontrollably at it.
No, I don't think that it's any, I don't think that it's anything that you should have to worry about. Do I want to just keep my bishop pair? Where can the knight go? Let us keep our bishop pair. And I have this feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. If he tries anything at all funny. We're going to shut down the long diagonal as well. If we get a chance, shutting it down. That's all right, I don't mind that. Now, we will continue. I did miss my chance, obviously. I did most certainly miss a chance. It's very kind of him to help my knight get to the e4 square.
Arsenal fan Ricky
said. Would you like to hear another idea for a sketch?
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. I'm always worried, for example, let's just say that I had all these comedic ideas for Seinfeld episodes because I wanted to write for Seinfeld. I felt like if I could write for Seinfeld, that would be like so cool on average. Velcro dot is commenting. Velcro dot is commenting. Let's just keep expanding because I'm not sure where his night is going. And now we'll get off this long diagonal. I have so many creatives that I could call upon that it really bothers me that I don't.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
That I don't call upon them.
Yeah, it would be very cool. I unfortunately don't think I have the talent to actually write for a show I like, such as Simpsons or Rick and Morty. I think my ideas are more standalone sketches like Chappelle's Show sort of thing.
Absolutely. We do need to get the bishop and try, and we will anchor it. How can I be bothered now? So the knight can't move, can it? We have another knight that can, another rook that can come in, obviously. So how do we get there from here? So if he does play knight, then where is he really gonna go, right? Where is he really gonna go? We have rook to d4. I could just abandon ship. I'm not a big fan of what I just did. Not a big fan. Yeah, there were a lot of those, like Second City TV and other types of things that were so cool back in the day.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. A man gets a fresh haircut and dyes his hair bright red to meet his friends in the midst of a midlife crisis and loneliness. They all meet at the aquarium. His friends, sensing his depression, abandon him in the darkest zone of the aquarium, the bioluminescent deep sea creatures area. You see the man looking for his friends, looking depressed, and see an alien looking fish gormlessly staring at the man, at which point a member of staff comes along, pours some fish food on the man's head.
Interesting. Do I think that I can? As much as I
Arsenal fan Ricky.
wanted to.
And some Japanese tourists take some photos of the man from behind a fish tank screen.
Oh, I went the wrong way. That's a bummer. I very much went the wrong way. So is this a check or a checkmate? It's just a check as far as I can see. We're going to go back to our regularly scheduled attacking programming. Well, that's a bummer. He's trying to checkmate me, huh? Fine. Fine, fine, fine. It is a bummer that I didn't get to do what I wanted to. But we will proceed with C4 just now. What in the world, sir? How do you plan on taking that? Can we remove
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said,
the defender?
you didn't like that one so much. I was hoping to really satirize the feelings of isolation when in a rut whilst adding a bit of visual comedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I didn't like it so much. Let's just say that I felt that there was too many topics where it became very serious.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said, it's okay, comedy is subjective.
Yeah, it was just very, very, very...
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said, bleak.
bleak. Yes. Yes, bleak. So, but I saw the humor in it. I saw the satire. I definitely understood that part. Removing a defender. Is it stalemate? Can we make this entertaining in any way? I don't see how. I really don't see how I can make this entertaining in any way. Check, check, check.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said, yeah, it's one of those that I think works better in my imagination. I wanted to essentially paint the man as one of the deep sea fish. The idea was that the fish looking at him painted TTHE man as one of them himself, but yeah, I'll leave that one out of the pitch. LOL. Thanks for the feedback.
No, I do believe that that has like an Annie Hall, Woody Allen /
Arsenal fan Ricky.
depth to it.
Nice, mate.
I was looking for something entertaining. We may have time for one more game, but I don't think I'm catching Charles today. Charles is working his butt off to get to the next level, and we won't see him till after 5 p.m. today. I don't know what the rules are for kids streaming, but Charles is definitely one of those success stories. and I wouldn't mind. Who cares? I was thinking about podcast names, Richie. Who cares? Chess for those who cares. I was trying to figure out.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. Nice.
So cares, and then there's the Are You Ready? Which is my other favorite podcast name. Are You Ready?
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. I'll join a podcast discussion if you're going off the deep end on philosophical musings.
Absolutely. So I used E4, Knight C3. I don't think I played D4 today. I don't know how many whites I've had.
Said. Who cares is a good one.
Who cares? All right, I'm writing it down with that. Who cares? I love Kara's. He was given such an honor.
Said.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear about the PogChamps debacle?
No. What happened with the PogChamps debacle? That's totally juicy. Awesome. Awesome stuff, sir. Awesome sauce. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig one out of the woodworks here that I haven't played in a long time against the King's Indian defense. This is one that I haven't played in a long time. Spill. That's one of those weird words that just don't seem to work so well.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. Oh, a guy called DRPP or something like that ended up playing 26 engine moves in a row despite being rated like 500 or something. He won after blundering his queen.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Awesome sauce. That is exactly the type of juice that is needed in the PogChamps debacle, right? This is not what I wanted to do. I should have played H4. That's more along the lines of what I really wanted to do. Nemo added to her Snapchat story, for those of you.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. He got caught. I think he apologized, but not really, cause as someone who doesn't play chess, of course the concept of that type of consistency is alien to him. I think he might have been one of those Call of Duty wall hacker types as well.
Maybe he also played for Elon Musk back in the day, you know? He's one of those guys that helped Elon Musk get his stripes. What in the world?
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. Elden Ring Maestro.
I'm gonna keep attacking. Oh no! I need to do the...
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. Elden Ring was fun before squirrels had nuts, but now we have technology. The squirrels mean we gotta change universes, Morty.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. Elon Musk.
And hold on here. I need to go back. Whoop. 1 second. Is it my turn? It is my turn. I need to go back to this page and copy the link for the Rapid and Classical team. Copy link address. It's a little late, though, for him to be getting into the arena. That much is true. So, I feel like I want to take the pawn rather than the rook that's not doing anything. You know?
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. Kears seemed to handle himself like a gentleman. Sorry for delayed TTS preventing you talking about Kears.
No, the cool part was that Paul Keres was a competitor, and you should check out the Perpetual Chess podcast. Not our podcast, but I think I'm going to talk about it as well. The Perpetual Chess podcast. I'm going to take the free pawn rather than anything else. Because my king is in the center, I need to take the free pawn. Also because I think I love his queen being out of the loop. Wow. That was crazy. So what is the story here? You stopping me from cast one? Is that true? What are the odds that I'm going to get absolutely everything that I want? Who knows what I can do? I am terrible, who knows? And now, what do we want? I'll have to take it. Knight to b6, eh?
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. So did you end up writing sketches in the end? Did you publish any work? Would love to read some of it if you have.
I did not, interestingly enough. I'm torn here as to what I want to do with this guy. Who knows? Let's just take care of this. No, I did write a few notes. I had a notebook. Another thing that inspired me recently was Seinfeld's book. Seinfeld came out with a book of all of his jokes, his workarounds, and he talks about the process of writing and note-taking and things like that as well. Which is pretty cool. Trying to get my bishop to a better location. We have 4 to 3 on the king side.
Said. Oh, that sounds really useful. Would be fascinating to hear at what point he started thinking about production aspects as well.
I actually think that he was, believe it or not, am I worried? Let me just see here. Am I worried about this, that, or the other thing? Knight A4, Queen A, Queen E5,
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Bishop.
I felt you had NA4 at some point in there.
Yeah, I feel like I still should have it. But I'm a little worried about losing this one. Let's say queen takes here, queen takes. I'm a little worried about knight A4, but I'm not worried about knight A4 anymore since I see that I have bishop take. I'm hallucinating that I have to worry about knight A4, knight A4, knight C4, interference, pawn takes, nah. So I'm not that worried. Knight C4, bishop. Yep, he hallucinated the same thought that I had. Knight takes, queen takes D1. Unfortunately, he had the same hallucination. I'm sorry to see. And I don't mind if you stream snipe at all. I should be stronger than letting stream sniping affect me. Cats play chess very well. Namaste. We have a new cat, a mental health cat, addition to our family by the name of Jessie. And now we have to worry a little bit about mate. Yes, indeed. Can I go here and there? I don't think so.
Did DD try to play?
He did. He did not understand the concept of joining a team, but he did get in. Eventually, he did get in. He was having trouble. Do I want to simplify like that, or don't I? Or do I just want to leave it hanging?
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. QE1 was perpetual or losing the material advantage, right?
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. Sorry QC1.
Yeah, I had to watch out. We'll look at this again.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Checkmating the bishop.
Said. GG.
I thought I was checkmating the bishop. I really did think that I was checkmating the bishop. Let's keep things simple. I forgot I had one more trick up my sleeve. I forgot that I had one more trick up my sleeve. Well, we didn't really get that one in, but it was nice to have it. All right, who challenged me? I have to refund you as I am taking my grandson to martial arts. Oh my God, it's 9:33. Help. We have to
Arsenal fan Ricky.
raid a good friend.
Take care, thanks for the stream.
Namaste, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Arsenal fan Richie. For those of you who have not yet joined YouTube, please do. We're posting a little bit of something every day just for amusement. We are thinking about who cares. And I don't know if I can do it without Richie and his jokes, among other things. Please check out the amazing power of Chess Informant. Chess Informant 162 is the latest. Shreedeep, I refunded you.
Arsenal
I'm sorry
fan
that we
Ricky.
don't have time for it today.
Mainly other things.
Indeed. Cheers and chow. Must run. It is grandson time at the moment. I just need to get my shoes off.